last year. You don't wanna miss it. Got the dopest guess we kick it. Stay lit like the night before Christmas. Tony and Duke, best in the business. Watch him get it. Go to YouTube, search IBNX Radio, the Lit Network. Entertainment guarantee. Have you laughing to ya? Because we lit. That right, we lit. You know we lit. We lit, we lit, we lit. Tony and Duke stay lit. Turn it up, they lit. Start the show, they lit.
All right. We back. It's another Monday. It's Duke that's doing. It's the Lit Network.
It's your girl, Tony Dominique, and we are lit up in this place. I hope everybody has been having a wonderful, great Monday. Hope your weekend was fabulous. Hope your week coming up is going to be fabulous. I just, wish some good things out there for the good people. It's going to be amazing. What did you do this weekend?
I partied a little bit. I celebrated some good friends, birthdays. Shout out to my man Cloud.
Shout out J. Lou.
Shout out to my man J. Lou.
Happy birthday.
So.
I did partake in that one. I did, see J. Lou. J. Lou is my homie. I love him.
Yeah. And then I went up and saw and ran into you and your friend. Your peoples. And so now, we went and partied and kicked it and bullshit.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, we partied the bullshit a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, we realized throughout the process that we may need to kick off a karaoke night.
Yeah.
So that's what we figured out after, celebrating a good friend of ours' birthday. May need to do a karaoke night. What do y'all think out there? Y'all let us know in the comments.
Wait,
how
we're
y'all
gonna open
feel.
a karaoke night to everybody? Like, we're gonna make it a public karaoke night?
I mean, I'm just saying, you never know. People might want to pull up too.
Oh, that sounds excessive, but all right.
People might want to pull up too. We could make it a movie.
Okay.
As long as you wear your mask.
I don't know. We still in the middle of COVID, and people are really irresponsible. So outside of the people that I know, I don't know if I want to have a.
You gotta wear your mask. You gotta have your.
I'm not trying to be like Compound, like how they
sanitation.
be having it active in there.
Yeah, you know what? It's crazy because I don't get nervous, but it's and not just the COVID. I'm at a point now was like I don't even really like large crowds. Really, like large crowds. Be like, man, I'm cool.
COVID just gives you the excuse.
Yeah, COVID is just like we're dealing with extra now. Do we really need to be in extremely large crowds? And then I saw the little video where the chick started to fighting. Just imagine you somewhere and you having a good time and the fight break out and then this side and they're throwing shit. You're like, damn, I ain't with no side. I'm just a innocent bystander because, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're on the side, now you in a situation where you can either be just fighting, getting all bust up, getting your nice outfit toe up, you know what I'm saying? Your hair all ruffled and shit, But at the end of the day, man, I don't know, man. It's just the big crowd. Y'all just chill. Do an intimate setting. But y'all let us know what y'all think ultimately about karaoke because we thinking about doing something like that. That seems like a pretty cool idea.
That'd be fun. I also like the trap karaoke theory. Like, I like those.
That's dope.
Those are cool. But I think like karaoke shouldn't be specified to just trap. Like I feel like karaoke should be karaoke. Like,
just let it be free forming.
If you want to be trap music, sing trap music. If you want to be a ballad, sing ballad. If you think you want to sing the old school, hit them with the salt and pepper type vibe. I mean, I say go for it. Like I like to have fun, and I like karaoke for the people that can't sing. Like that's the best karaoke for me, cause they go the hardest. Like people that can sing, they be like, they hit all the notes and everything, and it be, whatever.
Yes, I'm with that. I'm all for people. Listen, okay, I don't listen. We need to have a rule for karaoke. If you really could sing, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like if you really could sing. Get out of here.
Go try America's Got Talent.
You feel what I'm saying? Why are you fucking with the little people?
Let us have our moment. This is for the shower singers. Karaoke is for the shower singers.
Give me some. Please. Come
shower
on.
Singers.
Please. That's the best way to put it. Your ultimate shower singer. Your karaoke is for the person that's in traffic and only doing one-man band karaoke by yourself to get through this traffic. Yeah. That's what karaoke is for. It's for those people. It's for the people that
go try out.
It's for the people that hum certain nursery rhymes to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and they think they can hold a little melody, and you know, it's just for that person. Like,
and no tea, no shade. Like if you have if you can carry a tune, you can come do karaoke too. But if you can like sing like a Whitney Houston,
carry your ass out of here.
A Kiki Wyatt,
embarrassing us.
A Janet Jackson. Like if you have a Toni Braxton, if you have those type of voices.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need
and for the fellas be coming out here singing. Next thing you know, y'all, he's trying to get hoes. He's just coming out here with this banging ass voice. Oh, look at this thing. Don't let me.
I will say, I would love to see more men do karaoke.
Yeah, I love karaoke.
Men always want to be cool and chill. Like I don't know if karaoke just make y'all feel vulnerable or something like that. You don't want to look stupid. Like I feel like the people that open themselves up to look stupid and be okay, be comforting your stupidness.
They could really have fun in life.
Yeah, like women are more attracted to people who are just, you know what I'm saying, be yourself unapologetically. So if you can come out and know you ain't finna like go ahead and break it down like no Tyrese or nobody like that. No, you ain't finna hit us with no Luther.
I'm
no
saying,
but white voice.
But what if they one of them church cats that, you know what I'm saying, like they're in the choir? I don't know. Certain people be getting up there and I'd be like, I like it, but some people be like, man, come on, man, you really need to be working on an album. Like you're that good. Like why are you here right now? It's almost like
maybe karaoke to them is building their confidence.
Is it?
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like I
feel
like
confidence.
I got talents, but let me see how people receive me.
But what if they go to karaoke and just smash them? Like they, you know what I'm saying? Like they just go play the little market. Like they ain't gonna get the big market. They go, I'm gonna go to karaoke.
Hoping that somebody is out there to hear them.
Nah, they just want to crush those in karaoke. Like let me get all the attention.
The karaoke bullies?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, the karaoke bullies. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all stop that shit, man.
The karaoke
Listen to me.
bullies.
Stop that shit, man. Let these people go to karaoke. Let us do karaoke, man. Like, stop coming and just taking over. You good. You good at what you do. We not that good. We not good at all. Most of us. We just really want to sing our favorite song in a group. That's it. You know, like, come on, man. You're selfish. Come on. Do better. Come on, man.
What's with this voice?
I'm just saying, man. I just want them to understand.
That's the empathy voice. Like, just feel. I need you to feel me.
Come on, man.
Like, feel me.
Step out of get out of your own way, bro. Come on, young ladies, don't do this.
That's that new age pastor voice.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Because you know the old age pastor voice is real deep and high. Like, yes, let me tell you about. The new age pastor voice is like, look, I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah, they're gonna drop it. They're gonna take the bass down. They're gonna go from here to listen.
You ain't got to be that way.
You ain't got to do that. Young lady.
New age pastor.
You somebody, mama.
New age pastor. I can that. Anyway, we can go ahead and get on moving with the show. Hopefully y'all like what's going on. And I'm going to be really transparent with y'all. I have no idea what this first song name is, okay? And I'm going to mess it up. In my mind, it's Lander. And I don't know that it's called Lander. But
come on, young lady.
The way
you
that
gotta do better.
No, the way that they spelled it is Landr, and I don't know what that spells. So in my mind, I'm gonna say it's called Lander, and so we're gonna play Lander by T-Dot.
What if it's not Land R?
Then where did the R come from?
You say it has an R at the end?
Yeah. It's land and then the letter R.
It might be like Lander, but it might be Land R.
Lander, Land R, Land us, Land you, Land me, Land up.
Listen,
I don't know.
We're going to play this next song. You know, Tony didn't have her coffee this morning.
It's not morning.
I know, but you started off wrong is what I'm saying. So, we lit!
It's by T-Dot, by the way.
I said we lit, bro. That's when you supposed to come out with the song, man.
Hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Johnny.
Man, okay.
We lit!
Huh? Oh yeah, yes sir. Only thing I do is think about money. Huh? I be counting on honey. Oh yeah. Huh? Yeah. I just get the money back to back and keep it coming. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Huh? Oh yeah, yes sir. Huh? Yeah. Only thing I do is think about money. Huh? Oh yeah. Huh? I be counting on honey. Oh yeah. Huh? Nigga get the money back to back and keep it coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yes sir. Huh? Oh yeah. You know it look booty. I'm feeling like a boogie right in the hoodie. You know I'm the band man. Gotta working all night on a handstand. Money traffic in the minivan. Crusty niggas got done with this Sprite can. You fucking up playing with some quicksand. How as fuck need a prayers, you gotta land. Nigga gotta have a plan when you get it. Gotta keep it scratchy and let it with it. Started off
Michael Phelps, I've been swimming. Thinking about that money, counting them bitches, huh? Too much money sitting all up in my britches, huh? I ain't gonna stop till I'm finished, even if it take a minute, huh? Huh? Oh yeah, yes sir. Only thing I do is think about money, huh? I be counting on honey, oh yeah, huh? Yeah. I just get the money back to back and keep it coming, oh yeah, oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah, yes sir. Huh? Yeah. Only thing I do is think about money, huh? Oh yeah. Huh? I be counting them honey, oh yeah, huh? Nigga get the money back to back and keep it coming, oh yeah, oh yeah, yes sir. Yes sir.
Little bitch. I ain't worrying about shit. No. Beat a nigga ass and won't mess with my fit. Nigga thinking he tough, boy, your ass better quit. I magnificent, bitch. Terrific with spitting this shit. Red Bull make a flip on the dick. Got the gas with a stench up and over like jumping the fish. Pussy wet, hell, she need to be drenched. Shit, I'm toting the gat now. Stay 100, never can back down. Start tripping and I'm laying the smack down. Killing all these niggas with my flow and they mad, can stop that. Better off use a crack now. Not a typical track. Find it up, trying to get a million. Stop screaming day one if you ain't really with me. Trying to turn a damn dollar to a fucking trillion. Trying to be up in my mix, but you don't know my business. Let's get it with low.
Huh? Huh? Oh yeah, yes sir. Only thing I do is think about money, huh? I be counting on honey, oh yeah, huh? Yeah. I just get the money back to back and keep it coming, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yes sir. Huh? Yeah. Only thing I do is think about money, huh? Oh yeah, huh? I be counting them honey, oh yeah, huh? Nigga get the money back to back and keep it coming, oh yeah, yes sir.
Sir, give a fuck what you thought. You a bro nigga, then don't even talk. Ain't from Atlanta, but stay with the hoe. This is your fault. Bitch, I be sick in the head. Sleep with the Glock by the bed. Ain't about money, won't get out my bed. With a bad bitch, give me breakfast and head. I stay on my grind, my mind on the milli. You think I ain't getting the nigga, you silly. Keep talking that talk and get hit with the glizzy. I'm trying to get richer than trying like 50. Better watch how you speak when you talk to a boss. If I want it, I buy it, no matter the cost. A certified stepper be dripping in sauce. Everything I do is major like dog. Like dog.
Huh? Huh? Oh yeah, yes sir. Only thing I do is think about money, huh? I be counting on honey, oh yeah, huh? Yeah. I just get the money back to back and keep it coming, oh yeah, oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah, yes sir. Huh? Yeah. Only thing I do is think about money, huh? Oh yeah, huh? I be counting them honey, oh yeah, huh? Nigga get the money back to back and keep it coming, oh yeah, yes sir.
If there's something hot to talk about, whatever it is, you know that we gon' put it out here on Tony's Hot Tea Topics. Tony's Hot Tea Topics tonight.
All right, it is time for your favorite part of the show, Tony's Hot Tea Topics. What's up, lovers and losers? I just got a few things on the agenda today. We're going to first start off talking about Run DMC Jam Master Jay's killer over the cocaine deal. It has been, I think, maybe about 2 decades, and they have just got 2 people in custody for his murder. Like, they're just now getting around to, I guess, dealing with that. I don't know what took them so long. I don't know if maybe somebody slipped up and finally, told on themselves or whatever, but they do have 2 in custody for his murder. So I think that's a good thing, though. I mean, I guess better late than never.
Absolutely.
Better late than never.
Yeah, absolutely. R.I.P. Jam Master Jay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all seen, follow that story. Also on the charts, WAP, Wet and, or as the radio said, Wet and Gushy, is breaking records as they have hit gold. They also are number 1 on the Billboard charts. They're the first female collab to do it. Shout out to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. That will make Cardi B's 4th appearance as number 1 on the Billboard charts 100 and Megan's 2nd. They opened up their opening week with 93 million U.S. streams. That's just in America.
That song's strong right now.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been seeing all type of dances. I've been seeing all type of memes. I've been seeing like they are really killing it with this song. Everybody was in it, but like I say, anything that people go so hard negative on, it pops, it blows, it goes up, because now everybody want to figure out why everybody hating on it. Let me see.
You give it
figure
energy.
it out. Let me look at it. Oh, okay. Let me listen, and that brings a little more light. So I guess that's why a lot of people say bad publicity and good publicity. It's all publicity.
Because you still breathing life into the it thing, whatever that may be. You're still breathing life into it. Yeah,
because no matter if you like it or dislike it, you clicked it and you downloaded it, or you gave it a stream, and it's still money. If you listen to it 2 minutes or 30 seconds, they already got their money off that. So I'm sure they really, really appreciate
stupid
for your love and your hate toward their songs, because they living it up. Okay. Also, Kanye is back with Sunday service. He is hitting it from his ranch out in, I think, Wyoming, and he is out here, blessing y'all. So I don't know if he's going to be a pastor or the president. Maybe you want to be a pastoral president. I don't know what Kanye is really doing, but I will say I appreciate that he can do it in his own space, how he wants to, whenever he wants. He got enough money to go crazy or stay sane. So I don't know. He was talking about he was on TikTok, and he saw somebody that kind of hit his spirit, I guess, for better words to say. So he's thinking about Jesus Talk, like TikTok, Jesus Talk, or maybe Jesus Graham. He's got some angles that he's really trying to work to really be out there motivating people. And I guess however people receive the Lord, I say, whatever, if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I like Kanye. May not agree with everything he's doing, but he's definitely in a space in life, in a place in life, where he can maneuver and do it the way he want to do it. I think that a lot of what Kanye is doing is just him doing him, and a lot of the energy around it is not just what he's doing. It's the fact that he's doing it the way he want to do it, and I think that bothers people because they can't do what they want to do. I think that bothers people about Kanye more than exactly what Kanye is doing.
I agree.
You know
with
what
that.
I'm saying?
That's why I'm like,
that's a powerful thing.
You make enough money to do what you want. You can act crazy, you can act sane, you can play a piano in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
You can run.
You can ride a horse naked if you choose. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you choose, and call it a unicorn.
Yeah, you can. Do whatever you want. And I really want to. I don't know that I want to go crazy or anything like that, but I do want to get in a space where I could do whatever I want.
But you know what they say, to get to what Kanye is, you have to take mushrooms. Start with that. You have to open yourself up. Like, we too guarded as regular people who don't take mushrooms and who don't do that hallucinogen and stuff. Like, we too guarded.
I ain't finna do all that.
You're not trying to get where Kanye is. You're trying to get into that space where you can, I want to run for president. Like, everybody look like, what? And now everybody talking about you in a salon. You want to be that powerful? I'm saying, what type of power are you looking for now?
I think I can do that without mushrooms.
I'm saying you might got to take some. Listen, Johnny.
Yeah, I just need to be in a space with people that take mushrooms, and then you say those things to them, and they're already in that space and element, so they blow it up for you.
Okay.
That's what you do.
All right.
You got to utilize your space.
So you pretty much saying you're going to take the Oprah route.
I might.
Okay.
Oprah is winning.
Yeah, she is. I ain't mad at it. We just looking at different angles. When you was referencing Kanye, I was like, okay, if we gonna go Kanye, you gotta, first you gotta go marry you a male whore. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that dresses extremely well, and then you gotta like take some.
Ray J's already taken.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know any other male whores.
Man, moving along.
Anyway,
Don't make this a.
Kylie Jenner is under some fire because she did a quick post, I guess, saying that she was a brown-skinned girl. The social media does not take lightly to anybody that claims to be black when you're not. They don't like that black face stuff. Kylie Jenner did come back. She said, I didn't say that. I said brown-eyed girl. I don't know. The internet is quick on the screenshots.
They screenshot her?
I'm saying, like, the internet, they'll get you.
I'm saying, did they screenshot it? Do people have to screenshot them?
There are some people out there who have a screenshot of the post. I don't have the screenshot of the post.
She gonna say she was hacked.
I don't know.
Is that how you get out of it now on social media?
I don't.
You were hacked?
That is the way. Oh, it wasn't me. Somebody else posted on my behalf.
But you know what's crazy? Like for us regular people, we get hacked. It'd be different. Like our Facebooks and our social media stuff just start messing up. Next thing you know, you can't get on it. Now you're reaching out to people like, yo, man, go on my social media.
Get hacked.
Celebrities get hacked differently. They get hacked, and all of a sudden somebody just say some shit that you probably would say on your behalf, but really it wasn't you. But it seems borderline.
You hand your phone to your homegirl.
Right. And
she posted some.
But then if you look at your activity, you wasn't just like inactive and then it got hacked. Like you was active and then it got hacked, and then all of a sudden it just seems so weird for celebrities to just hack social media accounts.
And to get access back so quickly.
Right. And then like your response time. So they just hack. So they hacking like in between you being active on your shit and there is no lag and you don't get alerted or nothing. Like,
no, like okay. That's like the whole Cardi B and
That's interesting.
And why
Who's
can't
that?
remember his name? Her whole husband. Like, what is going on with my brain? You might be right.
Oh, you talking about Migos?
Yeah, you might be right. I didn't take my coffee today.
See that? I told you. You got to drink coffee.
But anyway, how they had the whole hack about him being with a girl or whatever, and she was like, no, we're trying to get his account back in order and stuff like that. They went to social media, trying to prove that he's not.
Was it Offset, right?
Yes, he's not about this. He's not thotting and bopping in the streets no more and stop trying to ruin their household. I don't know. She's like, we're here, right here in the house. How is he going anywhere? So I don't know. Celebrities, if y'all could share to us how y'all get y'all accounts back so fast, because Instagram be honest, like we need a picture of your ID, send a picture of us with today's date, of your face, so we can prove that it's you. Like I don't understand how that works. It be quick, but anyway, I could stay on that all day. Last but not least, as we didn't talk about it last week when we was here, but Joe Biden has picked his VP candidate, and it is Kamala Harris. She is his running mate for VP. I don't know how you feel about it. I personally feel like it's a good choice, I guess. I mean, I know she has a lot of things in her background and her past and things that she did and things that you feel Joe Biden did. And I feel like, it's valid for you to feel that way. I am a person that feels like you should feel however something makes you feel, you're allowed to feel that way.
Give the lady a shot.
Yeah, I feel
Just
like
give the lady a shot. Just give her a shot.
And you learn. I mean, the people that are going after her for her persecutions and stuff like that, I feel like she was doing her job. Her job is to lock. Your job is to lock this person up.
Right.
Do that job, and if you don't do that job to win your cases, you're gonna do what? Get replaced, lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Like that was her job. Now, had she been on the other side, she probably would have worked harder for that defense. But she was on the side that she had to work for, and she did what she had to do. I can't be mad at her because she was good at her job and doing what the people told her to do.
And y'all got to stop doing the illegal shit and then be like, man, like, come on, man. Like, I'm from the same environment. I'm from the same environment. Listen, when you keep going to jail, you look like a fool because clearly you're not understanding that you're doing something wrong. Like, you hanging in the wrong environment. You hanging, I'm sorry, I don't believe that, and especially in the modern time, maybe in the 80s, you know what I'm saying, the 90s. But in the modern time, I don't believe you can't get out of your environment and put yourself somewhere else. So if you engaging in certain things that's, like your job, I was always told my job is to come home safe, come back to my family. Don't play yourself off the streets. And I think a lot of y'all guys do that, and then you get upset because somebody's job is to do their job, which is to keep you confined. But you making it easy for them, you know what I'm saying? And when cats be like, but dog, you can't say that, you don't know. Now I understand it. I feel like I can stand on it and I can say that because I came from that exact environment. And I'm proud of my brother Keith, I'm proud of all my cousins. I'm proud of my cousin Darius and Evans. I'm proud of myself, my sisters, all of, like at the end of the day, anybody come from that environment who made better decisions to not, do. Or even if you probably did, you made a good decision to not get caught. Because I know some of us tread the line real thin. So. Right,
or like Takiria said, you have to be uncomfortable to grow. Hey, Takiria.
Absolutely. Clap it up for Johnny. Give me some claps. Give me some claps. Keep the claps coming. Yes.
She is a faithful listener.
Yes.
Tunes in every Monday.
Yes. Say it louder. Say it louder for the people in the back.
I am am so appreciative of her and Ashton Martin. They be in it. They be watching. They be tuned in. They be commenting. They be active. So, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all think sometimes we see the comments, sometimes we don't if we're just really engaged in the show, but we try to, make it a point to shout out everybody. Shout out to Sean Golden. He's watching. Shout out to you. Okay, gang, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you as well. And anybody else who's watching that I may have missed, you may have not have commented, or I just don't see you. If you want to comment, definitely. If you're watching the Facebook stream, you can. Matter of fact, if y'all just want to call in and talk to us, like, we do have a number. Like, you can call in 678-688-4269. If y'all just want to comment and say something on, what we've said over the show, or something you had some feelings about, something you feel like we should just kind of tap in on, because we do, we want to make sure that we're covering all bases on our end. I think that's something fun that we like to do as well. So definitely call in, hit us on our Facebook page, and let us know. All right, Ashton Martin, it is lit, yes. So we appreciate each and every one of you. And on that note, we're going to go to the next song. It's called Who Knew by Cherry Pop.
We lit!
It's pie. It's pie. Oh. Yeah. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew I was gonna take it down? Who knew we be going round for round? Who knew there ain't no limits when it comes to this mixing? I be getting this glisten. Who knew I was gonna take it down? Who knew we be going round for round? Who knew there ain't no limits when it comes to this mixing? I be getting this glisten. I know you ain't expect for me to freak it. Ride on the dick like away from a beach scene. I can get it wet, all you gotta do is please me. Big dick daddy, you ain't gotta take it easy. I'ma ride on that dick all night. Hold up in the mission, let me take a sip of Sprite. Yeah. Got what you need, baby, puffin' on the weed. I'ma hold you down and you gon' be my king. Put that blunt right there on your lips. Pull it, baby, putting in work with my hips. Nigga said he ain't never had it like this. Cherry Pop, yeah, she got the gooeyest. Turn around, bust it open, you ain't gotta ask. I'ma give it to you like an everlast punching bag. Drip, drip, drop on your body like a sprinkler. You be who have nothing, I be the feature. Who knew I was gonna take it down? Who knew we be going round for round? Who knew there ain't no limits when it comes to this mixing? I be getting this glisten. Who knew I was gonna take it down? Who knew we be going round for round? Who knew there ain't no limits when it comes to this mixing? I be getting this glisten. These niggas wanna know what it take to see pop. Pull up on me and hit my G-spot. But your money gotta be right. Dick game gotta be tight. Gotta be loyal. Gotta be ready to spoil you. Put no bitch before me. Cherry Pop winner. Man, fuck a fucking snack. You got dinner on your plate tonight. You can get seconds. You can come back. Fuck a pussy like you on a double stack. Yeah, I'm that bitch. I keep them racks. Cherry Pop brand. Who knew I'm back? Yeah. Who knew I was gonna take it down? Who knew we be going round for round? Who knew there ain't no limits when it comes to this mixing? I be getting this glisten. Who knew I was gonna take it down? Who knew we be going round for round? Who knew there ain't no limits when it comes to this mixing? I be getting this glisten.
And we back. I like that right there. That was sexy. That was grown. That was sexy.
Who knew?
That was lit. Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah, I like that right there.
What you like? When you hear these songs, what do you like about these songs?
I don't know. I just like I like the creativeness in it. I like the angle, the POV in the song, like how they coming at it. The point they're trying to make in the song. The beat may just be just that beat that I like a beat where when you drop the lyrics, you know, I can appreciate the beat by itself. But then I like the lyrics, you know, if I listen to the lyrics a cappella, I'm like, okay, I can connect with that, you know. But when you bring it together as a song, it's just a vibe where, you know, I could let it rock and I can have a conversation over it and I'm not annoyed. Like, yo, Pat, like, turn to the next song.
Next.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you might be talking. You be like, man, what are we listening to?
This in the background.
Right? You fucking up my flow of my conversation. I can't even conversate right. Now I'm conversating. Ain't even a word.
Moments. I'm like, what is this? Or like a TV show that's on the background. What are you watching?
Exactly.
What
right?
is this?
It doesn't. You know, I'm gonna tell you. I guess because I'm black, all right, and I grew up in the '90s. But Martin or Fresh Prince is great ambiance. Like, listen, fellas, if you have a lady come over, and you know you really want to just chill and relax or whatever, sometimes, you know, we adults, we come to people's house, right? Let Martin play in the background, right? Put it on mute and just play some music and let her rock the Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? Let her zone out. You dig what I'm saying? You create it and stop having yard furniture in your living room. Do better, you know?
You got
some guys out here, like some guys out here got the foldable tables, like, and it's just not a spades game every time you come over in the living room. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I definitely don't want to see a folding table. You know what I'm saying? Or like people like to get that black table, the card table.
Right.
That ain't here.
It's like a little picnic table type shit. Nah, that's
even if you have some unmatching furniture, like if you went to the thrift store, the Salvation Army, and picked up a couple of pieces.
Right.
Like I think a woman can appreciate that because it's like you're a dude. We don't expect you to have, you know, queer eye for the straight guy. We don't expect y'all to be out here just matching palettes and colors and ambiances like that. But
I also understand the guys that just don't. Cause listen, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm talking shit to y'all, but I'm dropping jewels at the same time. But I'm talking shit to y'all. But I still have a sheet on my sliding door. You know, my linens still to this day don't match. You see what I'm saying? It's just some things, you know, like I might got all of 2 comforters. You know,
women don't come over there and mention that to you.
I mean, they do, but it's like, you know, it's just it doesn't bother me. You know, it's just I'm not moved when I see it. Like, you know, it's like it's an eyesore. Some stuff is, some stuff isn't.
I think it would bother me. It like if I seen it, it would bother me. But I don't think I would do anything about it until it was my place to do something about it.
Right, but and then that's how it is. Sometimes you can't overextend yourself. You know what I mean? So ladies out here, y'all just, you know, enjoy somebody's company. Don't overextend yourself. You know, and then when you feel like you're not receiving that back, you know, it's, you know, reciprocation is everything. Okay.
I am team about that. So, do never give more than you getting back. Like that, you can start out, women. It is okay to start out like, you know, this is why I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? This is the quality that I am. Give them your best quality, but it's a trial period. Okay, it's a trial period. Like if you're giving them, you know, 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, whatever your time span of your capacity of level, like, okay, I can do this much without receiving anything back. Do that. And then once you get to that point where you're like, okay, I've given you your sample, it's time for you to pay up. And I don't mean pay up on money necessarily, unless that's just y'all thing, but, you know, pay up on your time, your energy, and your interest. Like, it's time to cash in. And if it's not, then I need you to cancel your subscription. We can go ahead and move on. It's just that. So
you heard how her voice got cancel your subscription.
Cancel your subscription. It's time to move on. You may need to find another person to go ahead and get you a free trial, because you got those dudes that like to jump from free trial to free trial. They just like that.
Oh, the people that
free stuff.
But you got some ladies too. Like, you got some ladies like, man, they just giving out. You know, they give you a subscription
They're
extended.
Not giving you a sample platter. They give you the whole meal.
Well, you be like, listen, ladies, I'm going to say this. It's not for everybody. But if you have had a drastic moment in your life that may be life-changing, right? Don't give it to us on the first date. And whatever that may be. That could be from something where you had a traumatic domestic abuse situation with your dude, or maybe your dad touched you inappropriately or something with it. You know, on whatever level.
Overly emotional.
Yes, if something in your life happened in the past where it really altered you, something, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I think transparency is everything, but I think too much.
You went through a traumatic divorce.
It's almost like a building process with weights. If you're going to get your ideal amount of weight and a certain amount of pressure, you're not going to overextend yourself, because then you're going to hurt yourself, right? So you want to build up strong. So you got to give people time, and in the process of time, you add a little bit more on. Listen, what I don't like is say, if, I come by your house or if I stop by your way and you just throwing your kids at me or something. It's like, what is that? Who does that? People do that.
People throw their kids?
People women throw their kids on you. You got some guys that just, they kicking it with you. Oh, I like you. Next thing you know, I'm getting my kids and I'm dropping them off by you. And next thing you know, you're a babysitter. You're like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I feel like as a man being single out here, right? You go to a chick house or something, and if you got little kids, like the kids should be asleep. Like, why are the kids up? I come over here like 11, 12. Why are they up?
Is this a weekend? Or it's a weekday?
It might be okay if it's the weekend. I can understand.
If it's the weekend, some people like to let their kids stay up so they don't wake up so early in the morning and they can sleep in.
Okay, well, you need to explain that in full detail. But if it's the weekday or whatever, I think keeping the kid on a nice, consistent, keeps him flowing well. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think most parents, typically if it's a weekday and school is in session, it's not a summertime. Because I know I live your best life in the summertime. Don't bother me. Sleep in, stay up. But at the moment that you start interrupting my sleep or my, mobility in life, okay, we're going to cut it shut
Now we
got
to talk about something.
Yeah, we're going to shut it down. Like, you can play the game all night till you can't play it no more. But once you start screaming and waking me up in my sleep and, it's time to go ahead and dial back on it.
Yeah. You know what I had to tell my daughter? I say, listen, when you first wake up, don't come straight to me. You must brush and wash first. One time she ran up on me, I was like, oh, that's grown breath right there. That's grown. That's a big girl breath. That ain't little sweet little baby breath. No. Now you eat fried chicken like me, baby girl. You got to go to the bathroom, beeline, and then come see daddy. I'm the second stop. Because he woke me up with it. You know what I'm saying? Daddy! I'm so,
What if she ever see this episode? She'll be like, my daddy was talking about my friend.
Daddy! I was like, sound like what it
How old is your daughter?
She'll be 7 in January.
And she hit you with did you tell her about this?
Well, I didn't tell her, like, as how I'm giving it to y'all, she didn't get that version. I dumbed it all the way down. You know what I'm saying? I took a lot of the sting off it, right? You know what I'm saying? I had to cut the isopropyl alcohol.
Hard.
It didn't burn, right? I had to water it down. So I was just like, listen, let's go brush our teeth. You woke me up. Come on, let's just go brush our teeth. And I was just like, listen, then when we was brushing our teeth, I said, this is the first thing we do. Okay.
Before we go and talk to somebody.
People, I don't want y'all to think that I'm just a shrewd, rude, asshole guy. Listen, I can make fun of stuff, but I know at the end of the day, you got to have appropriate etiquette. I'm not going to, damage my child, right? So, and it's for anybody. I talk a lot of shit, right? But I'm assessing it real well, right? Fine tooth comb type shit. But sometimes you got to get the raw perspective on it. Sometimes the rawness is appreciated because that is a true feeling. And don't deprive us, especially as a comedian, to give you the raw, true feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you smell somebody's breath extremely bad and you like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like when that hits you. I'll be in that. So sometimes if I'm writing my comedy, I'm in that emotion. Like, what the fuck? What? Like I feel like lesbians don't have the right to go in a store, in Love Shack or Starship and pick the dick they want. What? You know what I'm saying? I think that if you want to be a part of the brotherhood, you need to sign up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
then just dig your hand in like the church box.
No, you gotta sign up. We gotta tell you what's our dick. Come on, man. Like every man was born with the same dick. Like we ain't picked this.
No, then
you know what I'm saying?
Then how
like
you pick it for somebody? You didn't pick it for yourself, and nobody.
Wait, if you gonna play God and talking about you gonna be a boy, we gonna play God and say, we gonna slow this down a little bit.
No,
you ain't gonna just. How you just gonna jump in the brotherhood?
I feel like.
Nah, you ain't gonna just pick the dick you want. We're going to tell you what dick you're going to get.
No, I feel like if you're going to do it that method, you need to, put all the little dicks, as you so eloquently put it, in a bag.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Shake them
up, and you got to pull up.
We're not. First thing, we're not purchasing dicks and all that. We're going to sign off, and you're going to get the permission slip. You know what I'm saying? We go. You know how you do the lottery? You know how you do the lottery? And then the balls is rolling and shit, and you got to pick the one. It's going to go like that, and that's the size. And we're going to write down different sizes.
You don't have to purchase them. They're just there. Like, just how you got yours, you didn't purchase that. It was just there.
God just gave us what we got, right? God just gave us what we got.
So God is going to provide y'all with transgender penises.
What?
And then so you're gonna put them in the magic bag. I mean, if y'all playing God, then God is providing this stuff to y'all.
Listen.
And then so they either got the
See, you going? Now you just trying to run up the ticket. You want us to buy penises? No, we're not doing. Listen, this is how I'm gonna put it. We're gonna just take an old fish bowl, okay? We're gonna take little cuts of paper with different sizes on them, motherfucker. We're gonna then ball them up. We're gonna put them in the fish bowl. We're gonna shake them shits. You know. Then you know what power we're gonna give her? We're going to give her the power to stick her little hand in the fish bowl and pick her number. So we still giving you a power that us men have never, ever had.
Okay.
Us males. So we're going to still give you the power.
The number is what, the size?
Go ahead, carry on. Wait, but I got to, boom, punch you in the chest.
You got a 2, so you hit him with a 2 hand.
That's it. That's what you got. Listen, hey.
What if they put out a 10?
Okay, go ahead. Bless your heart.
Run with it.
Bless your heart.
It's the luck of the draw.
Bless your heart. Have fun with that. But we can't forget, boom, punch in the chest. You got to take the chest punch. Because they always say you can't punch a girl in the chest. So since you're no longer a girl, you're a boy. Boom, punch in the chest.
Okay. All right. That's a little aggressive. But, okay.
I'm just saying. But don't boys play aggressive? You got 3 sons. When do they ever be timid with each other?
I don't know. No. Well, they have moments where they care. You know what I'm saying? Somebody feeling hurt, they blah, my bad. But it's not emotional. It's just like, oh, my bad. All right, whatever. I'm going to just leave you alone.
But they challenge each other, right?
All the time, yeah.
Right? And they rough with each other, right? And it's got a little aggressiveness sometimes, right?
There was a season, I'm glad they're older, but there was a season where a lot of furniture got broke, a lot of replacing of items. Like, I'm semi kind of there now. Like, I don't buy super beautiful stuff that I know that I want to. They used to break stuff and then swoop it up and hide it. And then, like, I'd be like, what happened to this? I don't know what happened. I'm like, it's only 4 people that live in this house. Like, somebody got to know. So I stopped spending a lot of time. As they get older, I can start adding more stuff, you know what I'm saying, to glam up everything. But in them younger years, it was like WWE in the house.
Yeah.
All night. And heaven forbid I bring, like, let them have, like, a friend over. Man.
Oh, you make it 4. Then have you ever had each one of them one day particular friend to come over, or they normally have like a group of friends that they just hang out with, or that one friend that they kind of hang out? Because you already got your sons, they 3, so they friends already.
Yeah, so I mean they're already like a group of friends in themselves.
Right.
So we don't have a lot of people that come over, and the people that do come over are usually like the kids of my friends. So it's not like, oh, I'm bringing my friend from high school to do da-da-da-da, or my friend from elementary school to do da-da-da-da. It's more like, hey, so-and-so's coming over because they mom got to do X, Y, and Z, or hey, I want to go.
Can I stop one question?
Yeah.
I love how our conversation flows, and when we say stuff like blase blah,
X,
this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third, da-da-da-da-da. But because this is why I say this, right? I'm going to just break your thought for a little bit. If you ever watch things and how we do things, right? You ever watch a white person, right? A real pure white person that's not accustomed to the black vernacular, right? Look at us talk. And it's like, how do y'all keep up? Like, I'm reading her eyes, watch, you know what I'm saying, 2 people talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I people watch. So I'm be somewhere, right? I might be just waiting for my meal, and you know, in Zaxby's, and I'm seeing the 2 kids talking, and they da-da-da-da-da, bro, I'm trying to take, and she's looking, and she's trying to, like, and it's almost nervous because they moving a lot, and they talking with her hands, and she's like, fuck, I can't really, I'm just waiting for my meal, but she's, you know, it's like, and she's like, you know, she giving her eyes like, what are they, just the blah, blah, blah. You know
what is even that? What language is that?
Right, like, what is that? And then you're keeping up, and she's like she's watching them both, like, this is very entertaining, but yet nervous because it's live. If she could watch it on TV, she would prefer to do it that way. But this is happening live in Zaxby's, waiting for her meal. But
she's unsure if this is a good blase blah or a bad.
Right, they don't think, because I watch movies and I'm into urban culture, and are they trying to rob something? Are they trying to rob? Is that rob?
Because sometimes, you know,
is that rob lingo?
It's a good quality. You can get real passionate about, like, yo, let me tell you about this. Yo, this blah, like,
yeah.
Yo, let me tell you this X, Y, and Z.
Old girl, your boy and them. You feel me?
They put up on me.
You feel what I'm saying? Pull up. Oh, okay. Oh, so they stopped sagging, so they putting their clothes up now. You see what I'm saying? Like, they just start piecing what they know of us together, right? Another thing, you ever watch how we dance, like when we do our line dances and stuff like that? You ever have Caucasians around and they see that and that's not really a part of their norm, and how they look like, oh my God, they're flash dancing. They're flash mobbing, like together, like they're doing the synchronized dancing. Because people just come from nowhere and then everybody just fall in and they know how to do the dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like the slides and the Capra slides and the different stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then how just people just falling in, like a old girl was falling in, like y'all just start dancing. And next thing you know, somebody come out the bathroom, drying their hands off, and they fall right in. And groups of black people, melanin just roaring, same step, sequence, and everything. And the white people's like,
they
oh
practice
my God.
that?
Like how did they, because I've been to white functions before. They don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess
it's like a country style thing.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah. I haven't been to one, but I've seen it. It has the same type of feel.
Yeah. But it has to be like country style people.
Yes.
To get it popping. Like
not the rural people, but I'm talking like the suburbanites, like those people, like the middle.
They don't know what's
upper.
Going on.
Yeah,
they lost in the sauce.
Like really, because my cousin got married to a white chick, and you know her family was just like.
Oh my! You know what? My friends, one of my good friends, her brother, married a white girl.
Yeah.
And her family was like, wait a minute. What?
Right.
What is
like
this?
they be like, and the whole night they were talking about how the food was well seasoned. Like, oh, it's seasoned. Like to each other.
It takes years for them to like really get with it. Like, you know, black person, if it's the other way around, we kind of you know, get acclimated to it real quick and fast. Like, this is what it's gonna be. We can jump into a situation and be okay.
Right.
Caucasian people, they be like, wait a minute. Like, I need to understand what is the definition behind the reason that you're doing X, Y, and Z. I mean, is there a book on this? Is there a podcast we can listen to? Is there some type of video or something that you can to help us assess? Like, they need some type of understanding. But I don't even know what to do. But you know what? Since you were talking about lesbians and, you know, letting them, or transgender people, girls that want to now be males, we got another song. It's about dick. So I feel like it's appropriate for what you were trying to say. So we got Danny Love coming with this song called Good Dick.
Danny Love.
Good dick.
That's how Paul instructor.
You got a pole instructor?
Well, I mean, you know, she's part of the family is what I'm saying. Like the L.I.T.T Network for us.
She has been on the show before.
Right.
And she got a new song out called Good Dick.
We lit!
Highly doubt you back it up. I heard through the grapevine you get limp as fuck. What you thought this was? This pussy ain't for samples. Popping up where I'm at, you so random. I ain't even gave it to you, acting all obsessed. Got you looking at my story, acting stalkerish. But if I did give it to you, can you roll my weed? Backwoods, no stems, yeah, that good green. Ain't no in between, you know what I mean. Unless you get
about that?
Oh yeah, that was lit. That was lit. That was nasty. You know, it was real nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like that was that after dark shit.
That was the late at night.
Wow.
Lit at late night too.
Yeah, that was real nasty right there. For real. That was almost like when your mama friend. You okay? When your mama friend come over and you know that she don't got no bra on, and your mind go into a whole nother place because you really too young to be even trying to express how you feel. But shit, you go into your room and you like, shit, I'm about to go put it on HBO.
Late night.
Who remember HBO when they used to be doing that little soft porn? Who remember that? Yeah. That's nasty, is what I'm saying.
Why you gotta click the pin though? All in the
I'm
mic.
sorry. Who we got in the building?
Oh, she said shh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
Look,
don't know
look.
my
She like, Duke, don't do that.
And I swear it, baby.
She's like, don't do that. Let me get situated first.
Let me get myself together.
Let me get her set up first.
Let me take a breath. A breather.
Yeah, she got to get her set up. You know, we got to come with our phone stands and all that.
Oh, okay. All right.
that?
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's a cute little color.
She like my mom. She does like
She
my
got
mom.
the gold nails.
She got all the nice little cute things
Black
that you need that
lives
you probably would
matter.
never go and buy. And I like that. I like
From
that
the
shirt.
5 and below. You know
in the
what?
mask.
Like 5 and below is lit, y'all.
That's where you got it from, 5 Below? Yeah.
You did? See, I be knowing 5 and below be having the jewels. I haven't been in 5 and below in like a year.
Where they have that at? I've never even been
5
in
and
one.
below?
I've never been in one.
I got mine in Tennessee.
Well,
Oh, really?
I think the closest 5 and below that I know exactly like I could drive to is like in Johns Creek. But
Oh,
I mean,
really?
they have them other places too. That's just, you know how you just know where one
So
particular one is.
it's an inexpensive store type? What's the whole catch
Yes,
about
$5
it?
everything is
and
$5
below.
and below.
So I can take this off?
Yeah, if you need to, but take it off.
I wouldn't suggest it.
Don't listen to him. Take off your mask.
It just looks so nice with your shirt.
You know, it matches. It's coordinated.
Well, nobody's saying it, but yeah, I'm practicing.
Somebody is saying
Right,
it.
she's saying that. You got to put your headset on, too. See that? See
People
that?
seeing it. You don't see that
listen,
camera right in front
listen,
of you.
y'all got to bear with
What
us.
camera?
You know, we got T in here.
Oh my God.
People see
We got
you.
you live, baby. You on Facebook right now.
People listening and they looking.
You know what I'm saying? You got T in here. You know when your mama call you in a video chat and she all up here? Mom, put the phone down. Mom, bring the phone down. She like, ain't nobody gonna see me. I'm just can't kick it with y'all.
Dude, I'm gonna have to take you to 5 and below though.
I go. I like to go.
I think you'll like it.
They
'Cause
have a lot of phone
They have
accessories.
they have
phone
electronics
chargers.
and clothes, little tumblers for the people that like cheap makeup. They got cheap makeup. They have like little knick-knack paddywhacks.
Oh yeah.
5 and below.
All the things that you see your mama with, that you be like, dang, I
That's
got
what she
that.
be going
Yeah,
at.
They
huh?
got the little portable chargers.
Ma, stay away from private
hold
below. My
on.
mom be buying a bunch of stuff, and always when she come out here, she always got to look. And it's crazy because I'll be like, man, what are you doing? And I finally use it. I'll be like, this is amazing.
Because you need 5 and below in your life. We're going to go. We're going to
And it
I'm
has
take you on a
something for
field
your
trip.
car to put your phone in your car so you don't be texting and driving and all of that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
5 and below. $5 really.
That's good. So we gave him a lot of plugs today. So 5 Below, cut
Free.
the check.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Check.
You did good.
Round up a check.
So,
Check. In
talk
the
to
building.
us.
Wait, first, are we allowed to acknowledge you now?
Yes.
Yeah, because you just came on in.
I mean,
just
I didn't
slid
know
in
what
like-
to do.
I ain't know what to do.
This is like, I'm out of my element.
This is out of your element?
A little bit.
Okay, so what's your element? First thing, give us your name, and then give us your...
Post that now, say. Yeah, you know. Anyway, in the building tonight, we have Faye Ware in the building, and she has a lot of things going
Clap
on.
it up for Faye Ware, please.
She has a lot going on. If y'all have seen our Instagram page, you know, we listed all her accolades, and she's gonna sit down and talk to us about all of those tonight.
Okay, I feel kind of weird with you all not having a mask on, and I do.
Well,
but I
well, take
got
your mask
Take
off.
it off.
Then.
Mask
Take your
off.
mask off.
Mask on.
Take your mask off. You know what?
Mask
Because I want you to, you know what? Take your mask
Mask
off.
on.
Because that's
We
almost
want you to
like,
feel
you know,
comfortable.
that's almost like, you know, we invite somebody over to the house and we cook something
I
different.
sit at people's house with a mask on.
But I'm just
so-
saying, like, if we cook you something different and we eat something different, you'd be like, damn, wow.
Why
You know what I'm
can't you
saying?
what y'all eating?
Right, exactly. So, you know,
Okay.
you good
You
to
feel
go now?
better?
You feel better? Got that
Well, I can
restraint.
breathe.
Got that restraint off you.
Them
like that.
masks
Yeah,
will
and we
take your
are,
breath out.
like social distance We're distance
we're,
away.
yeah,
so
we're about
we
at
do.
least 3.5 feet. You know what I'm saying? We trying.
Appreciate that. Yeah, they good. Superman.
Your mama said, I know you're going to leave me alone with my 5 and below shopping.
You be at 5 and below, see that? Stay out of there. Save your
They got
coins.
some really good
All
stuff in
parents
there.
being 5 and below.
But that's the thing. That's how they get y'all. That's how Walmart built itself. Like, yo, we gonna give them the cheap prices. We're gonna give them everything in by volume.
And next
But
thing you
if
know,
it's
you're going to
something
spend
that you
$100 in
need-
5 and below.
But tell me what 5 below would have more reasonable than instead of me going to Walmart.
Phone chargers, the accessories for your car to hold your phone, so you don't have to.
Walmart don't have any of that stuff.
Not at $5. No,
It'd be like $5.99.
I don't know.
6, 7.
I go to 5 and below to get mine.
But they also,
so
but you missing the
plug in
below
Walmart,
part.
I'm gonna stick with 5 and below.
Okay.
You missing the below part because $5 is like the top.
The top. Okay, so we don't max out. See, I'm stupid. See, Duke. See, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? Why you
That's
so
the top.
aggressive?
You know what I'm saying? At Walmart,
Yeah.
you're going to pick up something that's now 10,
I see.
something to 15.
So it's like, we're gonna keep you.
at 5.
5 and below.
That's why the
It
name
is
is.
what it is.
Right,
Yeah.
So why they don't have a lot of stores?
They got cute little gifts.
They
like
do.
I go to
I don't see a lot of them.
Well, I'm from Tennessee, so
Okay.
we have. Well, our city is small, so we have one. So
Okay.
that's.
And she said Jones Creek out this way. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
mean,
it's
I
crazy
think
'cause-
there's one in Dunwoody, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? I'm about to say
think
Jones
so.
Creek is the only one because Jones Creek is expensive area
I believe
to
they have,
have
one
such an
in
inexpensive
McDonald's,
store.
You know what? That's where you're wrong. As an African American,
It's
you're
not.
wrong. Caucasians stay rich by spending the least amount of money.
I know. I get it. I get it. That's what I'm saying.
And rich people, period, not
Yeah.
just Caucasian, but rich people.
Yeah,
They
I mean, I
stay
get it.
rich
But
by
my
now.
point was in
Not
such
wasting
other
money.
areas.
If you can get it at 5 below, why would you go to Walmart?
No, I mean, I dig it, but I just see so many WalMarts, Dollar Trees, and the Dollar Generals and different stuff like that. I don't see. I've heard of people say 5 and low, but I've never seen one, and I move around a lot. I just never seen a
Just
5 below.
pass by it.
Okay.
I don't think it would be like it's really not in the urban area like that. I will say that
okay.
I don't really see a 5 and below in the
So I
urban
need to
area.
diversify my area.
Probably.
I'm sorry.
Invest in one. Put one where you go.
See
Oh,
that?
look at you.
Entrepreneur. over
Faye
here.
Ware in the building.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? What y'all doing? All right, y'all need to tune in and stay tuned. You know, we got Duke Des doing this, the L.I.T.T Network. We got Tony Dominique, Johnny Weirdo in the building, and we got Faye Ware, Black Lives
Yes.
Matter.
And
Absolutely.
she is founder and member of the NP organization, The Morning Mother.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about
what is
that.
that?
We are a nonprofit organization. Recently acquired our 501(c) accreditation to be a nonprofit organization with tax accreditations. We are an organization built on mothers who's lost their children, the original members, and most of our members do senseless gun violence. So I wear this shirt because when I say Black lives need to matter to blacks, it offends some, and they be like, well, Black lives matter, and they do. But Black lives, in my opinion, and when I speak, I'm only speaking from my opinion, Black lives are going to have to matter to blacks. You know, we want
Right.
everybody
I agree
want it
with
to
you.
matter to others.
I
So
agree
we
with
got to matter to ourselves. So I just say that. But I am a Black Lives Matter advocate. That's why I wore this tonight.
That's
Because
good.
I do want people to know that one of my best friends from years ago, she started a chapter of Black Lives Matter in Memphis, Tennessee, before my son was murdered. And I was very heavily involved with her with that. And once my son was murdered, I started saying stop black on black, or stop senseless gun violence, and stop blacks need to stop killing blacks, and things like that. And people kind of took it out of context to what I was saying.
Right.
So it's not that I'm not with the Black Lives Matter movement, but I would like to see less blacks killing blacks, because my son was killed by a black man. And you know, I know several others that went on to have been killed before and after my son. So I'm kind of a stop senseless gun violence advocate as well.
I agree with that. I mean, I believe that people get so focused on the one thing that we forget there's a whole picture that needs to be evaluated. Yes, Black Lives Matter. Killing
Absolutely.
cops killing people senseless is wrong. People killing
Yeah.
people is wrong.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
I feel with you.
I like to equate, like I posted a post on social media, and I got a lot of flash, and they was like, well, you know, it's because of the area. And I'm not saying that it's not. What I'm saying is, I'm not for police killing us, police killing blacks on camera. I'm not for that as well. But what I'm saying is, one is genocide and one is homicide. So that's how I see it. I feel like when we're killing each other, we're committing a form of genocide. When they kill us, they're committing homicide. You know, if you get
right. Now I understand exactly what you're saying, but I come from that environment. You know, my mother lost her brother, my Uncle Wayne, and I still have always considered him my Uncle Wayne, even though I never met him. You know, my stepdad lost his brother, Terrence, my Uncle Terrence, and I never met them. You see what I'm saying? And my grandma, you know, both of them, and both of my grandparents, both sets, you know, they had to deal with burying their child. Exactly. You know, so.
And I have a lot of mothers that deal with that on a regular basis. Right before I made it to Atlanta, one of my close friends, her stepson was murdered. With all the COVID and all the stuff that's going on, we just had the George Floyd protests. I was a part of some of those here and in Tennessee. And then we have gun violence. Okay, so we just have so many odds against us, and I just feel like that's one that we can kind of self-control. You know, we have to find other ways to express our anger and our disagreements.
Let me ask you this question. You know, two questions I want to ask you. One, did you guys ever find and catch the guy?
We did.
Okay, so
unfortunately. He was also a victim of senseless gun violence, so he's no longer here as well.
So the guy that killed your son, someone didn't kill him? Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know the exact situation that went on with him. Okay. But I do know that it was gun violence involved. He was a victim of gun violence, so I don't know the full details.
Right. That's crazy.
I try not to, lean on that because his mother has
right.
Lost
Everybody lost.
I never wanted him to be a victim of what I was, or she to be a victim of what I was enduring.
Right.
Pain of losing your child is an unbearable pain.
Right.
You know, it's hard.
And that's crazy that we have you come in, because earlier me and her was talking about, you know.
I thank you all for this opportunity.
No problem. We thank you for coming in. You're like my auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's crazy because she has always supported me every time she's at the comedy club. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man Big V. We did a little comedy sketch right quick and use her vehicle.
Yeah,
and she allowed us to use our vehicle.
Was really cool.
You know, she just always been a great spirit, you know, and she's been always talking about coming on the show, you know, probably about like a year now, but, you know, the list is long. We popping.
We here.
You know, but we definitely appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, and coming in and talking to us. The second thing that I want to ask you about, because of violence, and I come from that environment, you know, just the hood, the urban environment. How much do you think that the music influences these acts that goes on? Do you think it has something? Do you have a stand on music and, you know, the whole hip hop and rap culture and trap music and everything that comes with that energy?
It's funny you should mention that, because I just had a conversation with people. You know, they were kind of like on the Meg and Cardi song, you know, but I know you're talking about the more violent type lyrics and that situation. But I feel like it's the parents are going to have to be more involved.
Okay.
The musicians are going to make their music. That's their livelihood. That's how they make their living.
Right.
When the prosecutor was, when the defender was defending the young man that murdered my son and other defendants, you know, they're doing their job. That's what we're told. You know, don't hold it against them. They're doing their job. We're musical artists. They're doing their job, and that's what people buy. So they're making a living. So we as parents, we have to, like I did with my children, we went to Walmart and bought them a version, and I listened to another version
parental
on my own. So I feel like some parents are going to have to take a little bit more responsibility, not blaming parents or anything, but I'm just saying police what your children listen to. You police what they watch on television, or you should. So don't just give them the phone and give them the tag.
But it seems like everything has become so kid friendly. Like anything that I feel like this.
Like kids, you know, switch a song up in a minute.
But not even just the kid bop. I just feel like now everything is just so general friendly. You know, kids could do what adults doing, boys could do what girls doing. It's like there is no boundaries. Like I feel like why a kid?
Who sets the boundaries for the child?
Right. Yeah, I mean the parent, the household, the parent.
Okay, so that's why people. I'm not parent bashing because I was not a perfect mom, but I'm just saying parents are gonna have to kind of step up a little bit more and get more involved in what's going on with their children. We're working, we're trying to make a living, we're listening to the music ourselves, we're playing it loud. The children, they listening, they know the lyrics because you're feeding it in their minds.
Yeah.
So it's what you feed the children. That's what they're gonna eat.
You're right about that.
Put on that gospel album when the kids in the car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some Tamala Man, get them right. Or even some R&B, like some R&B. Like I try to do that, I try to do that. Yeah. No, you can't. Chris Breezy, like sometimes he'll give you a song that the kids could sing, but sometimes.
Don't be putting on some Freaking You. That's
R&B.
Yeah.
I mean, we have
for real,
songs.
Right? Like because it's crazy. Because I listen to some Jodeci with my daughter in the back seat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And she loved the New Edition song. You know what I'm saying? Can You Stand the Rain with the birds? She's like, Daddy, put the song out with the boys.
So we have to kind of take a little responsibility. Not saying it's all our fault. Because the musicians, they could tone it down a little bit, but would people buy it? I'm sure they would if people would still go to the stores and buy it. They're going to put out what sells,
right?
Because that's their job. Yeah. So we can't really just absolutely blame them.
So it's almost like art imitating culture, right?
I don't
like
know.
that saying of just the culture of the hood, the community, and then the music is the art that reflects that, or is it that the community is a reflection of the music?
Some musicians it is. Other musicians they're just jumping on what's popping, what's trending.
Right.
That's what we have to stop doing. Also, it's just following trends. We have to kind of support causes and not so much trends.
See, I like how she speaks. But this that's everybody teeth. Y'all better understand who Faye Ware is. Shit.
It's so cute. I don't know why
I have other children. People don't know, but I have living children and grandchildren and a great grandchild.
So how old? What your son that passed? Was he your oldest, middle, youngest?
He was next to my baby. So he was the only son that his father and I had. He had other children, and I have others. But he was our only son, and he was very protective. He was really, really shy as a youth, but as he grew, he kind of he was younger than my oldest daughter, but he kind of tried to police her, So she married a respectable husband. They married respectable men because he was kind of my baby, when he passed away, my baby daughter wrote this long thing out, and I was like, I wish he was here to read this because she was like, when I was in school, boys couldn't come in my face, so she stayed in sports and different activities because her brother was like, get out of her face, and she stayed in books, so she went on to be a sport. Most people, let me throw this out here, most people watch their favorite or athlete on sports or TV. Yeah. I was fortunately enough to have a part in rearing my favorite athlete. So she went on to
that's how I feel about my kids.
Yeah, she went on to do really well, in athletes and going to college, so she did really well.
What sport does she play?
She played soccer. That's what she was playing several, but she just narrowed it down to soccer in the end because it was a lot for her to do, but she just stayed in sports and books, so she was, a well-rounded individual. But it was partially due to her brother, and I never just realized it. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this. I know you're not.
The village pulled it.
The village, it was more than just, it was other mothers and, aunties, uncles, her siblings, because she was the baby, and then, he was next to the baby, but he was like the only boy.
So I have a question for you. You said that you were out doing some of the marching and things for the Black Lives Matter movement. So you, as a mother who lost your son, and whether it's through black on black crime or police violence or whatever, people are still losing their children. So in that moment when you're out and you're rallying and you're speaking no justice, no peace, and really trying to move the movement forward, what does that feel like when you're in that moment, kind of reliving what you've lost and empathizing and feeling what people are losing outside every day?
I feel a sense of loss every time another mother goes through what I go through. Part of our mission in our organization is to prevent another mother from going through what the mothers and in our organization, and I know a lot of mothers that are not in our organization that have lost children as well. So I feel what they feel. I know what they're feeling. Before my son, you know, I could just sympathize, but after my son, I could realize, I could feel it. So I knew what they was going through. You know, you pat them like they did me. People support you in the beginning, but then the next murder happens or the next death happens, and then they're on to the next, and they kind of forget. Like they tell me, it's been 4 years. You need to pump your brakes and chill. I mean, he's gone. But you got to realize that was my baby for 28 years. I'm never going to forget my baby. Come on, really?
Right.
How does one do that, you know? So,
and you know what? A lot of times, I've been out here for about 15 years, and I think about my mom's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like she means a lot to me, you know. And I think about a lot of decisions and things of, you know, when she always say, "Put your seatbelt on, son."
That's a showing love.
Yeah,
that's showing love. People don't realize
and just
that.
take care and make a good decision. I took that further than just putting my seatbelt on. You know, like make the good decision. I know prayer helps a lot.
It does.
You know, the angels is riding with me. And I remember many a times my car spinning out and I didn't hit nothing. That happened twice in my life. It's been in a situation when I had a shootout with someone. That happened in my life. It's been a situation when the shootout happened and I'm coming out of the store and I had to duck behind a van. You know what I'm saying? And someone got hit. You know, just the other night I'm driving home and it's like a car pile up and someone passes and there's 3 people passed out of that. And it's like, wow, you know, like I don't want to question God, but I must have something to do here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me continue to make good decisions so I can get that done. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, hopefully we can start learning how to give each other flowers. Like you say, your daughter wrote something out. You wish that he could have read it.
But, I mean, they were close, you know, even though, you know, she kind of like, leave me alone, you know.
Right.
But they had a close relationship. In fact, she was pregnant with her first child when he was murdered. So her child never got a chance to meet his Uncle BJ, but
Right.
he knows his uncle. He knows his Uncle BJ. He knows of his Uncle BJ.
Right.
My son had 4 children, and his fiance keeps his acknowledgement present in their household. So it's, even though he's not here, she still, you know, makes them aware. I remember, you know, I was emotional wreck really when it first happened, and I was like crying all the time. So I had to kind of remove myself because I was told, baby, you're bringing the children down. So, but she would do things that would just touch my heart. For instance, she would spray their teddy bears with his cologne, and they would sleep with that cologne. So they kept that memory on their birthdays. She would get a gift, and it would be from the angel in heaven. And who's that angel? That's Daddy, you know. So stuff like that brings tears to my eyes.
That's
you know,
awesome.
it's
awesome.
just she does an amazing job. You know, both his children's mother do an amazing job. But I say that because, you know, I spend more time with her. You know, I've always spent more time with her. So, and the things that she does, she doesn't even know how much they move me. And I'm out here, you know, kind of like doing the morning mothers things, but I really want my family to know that I would do this if it had been for any of my children, because I love them the same. You know, even though, you know, it's BJ this, BJ that, but I love my children. I love my grandchildren. I love other people's children as well.
Right.
So it's not that nothing that I wouldn't do. I did with other mothers before my son. You know, I listened, and you know, I was the shoulder. You know, I met some mothers that lost children before my son, and I was, you know, you feel that, but until it happens to you, and that's something that we all, as a mother that's lost a child, doesn't want another mother to endure. You know, we just don't. We want to kind of prevent that.
Right.
So that's why, you know, we kind of was a group, and now we're an organization, and we're trying to do some things to kind of help.
Nah, correction. Y'all doing some things to
We
help.
are.
Y'all not trying.
have.
Y'all active. Y'all
we
on
actually
it.
have.
But listen, I want you to hold that. We're gonna go to a quick break.
We're gonna play the next song, "Get Like Me" by Wale Basco.
Wally Basco, that's the homie. We lit.
like me, get like me. Get like me, get like me, get like me. Got it for the Lowski, pick a profit for me, bleed. At the house, I spit them rhythm verses, it cure the seed. Poppy Yappo, call them B, call my Molly, please. Call my Molly, please. Call my Molly, please. Free my nigga animosity about the fucking beat. And for him, I was saying, but I'm not going back in. I'm a double stroke up in that pussy. I never been a rookie. I won the bitch like Cookie. These niggas couldn't shoot me. And I go up in the whip like the Tupac picture. And I spit so exquisite. This is picture perfect. Call me Mysterioso with Bravo. And Moscato's in the bottle. And you can't stop my full throttle. Touching me like touching the mobster. Cracking your shell like a lobster. Let me in the building. Swag so sick. And the dad fucking killed it. I'm on my P's. I'm on my Q's. I guarantee we gon' eat. Get like me, get like me, get like me. Get like me, get like me, get like me. I'm on my P's. I'm on my Q's. I guarantee we gon' eat. Get like me, get like me, get like me. Get like me, get like me, get like me. I'm dunked off in exclusive, riding around with my booski. Diamonds looking real foolish, got the flu like Burbage, sipping on that Burbage. Jump shot like Curry, hook shot like Paris, retaliating in Paris. On the news with my hammer, yeah, moonwalk Diana. Cool nigga like top counter, nigga got the on counter. Nigga give a fuck about it though, nigga I'm on Empire. Scandal. Give a fuck about the last scandal. Nigga with my catch up. Fuck around, I catch up. Snatch the ball like Randall. In the air like Sandler. Christmas baby with your hoe. And I'm that truth, nigga, I'm the Sandler. Got the gifts when I go on up. Try the gifts when I'm on my P's. I'm on my Q's. I guarantee we gon' eat. Get like me, get like me, get like me. Get like me, get like me, get like me. I'm on my P's, I'm on my Q's. I guarantee we gon' eat. Get like me, get like me, get like me. Get like me, get like me, get like me. CMG on the money plane, flip a quarter making money moves. Pay my guys, I'm the money dude. Ocho the foo-foo, no convo about my money moves. Rule number one, stay off the news. Kidnap you in public. Waterboard, you say fuck it. GMG, go ape shit. RP, Hammurabi shit. Say 1K, dirty money shit. No lacking, it's subject. Link up in rotation. Roll up, then boot up. Got product that's pure cuts. Penitentiary chances. Say less or get bang, bang. No chain gang, affiliated, gang. I'm on my piece, real shit with my niggas. Yeah, stunting hard with my niggas. Don't get fucking ride on. Pull up. I'm on my piece, I'm on my Q's. I guarantee we gon' eat. Get like me, get like me, get like me. Get like me, get like me, get like me. I'm on my P's, I'm on my Q's. I guarantee we gon' eat. Get like me, get like me, get like me. Get like me, get like me, get like me. You got it for
Oh yeah, that was lit. You like that? It was young.
I'm an adult.
It was young.
It was.
It was young.
And I could listen to it, but I'm not with that. You know, I do listen to it when I'm around.
That hibbity-hobbity shit?
But
They ain't that hibbity-hobbity shit.
I listen to the clean cut version because I was riding in the cars with the kids. You know, I was a real soccer mom. So
yeah, I could dig it.
But I did take my children to see DMX. So I took some teenagers. They were teenagers and they wanted to go and see them.
See that? That's why that's my favorite. That's her favorite artist growing up and shit, right?
Hey,
so that's crazy. You said that.
I didn't know anything about him, but the children, it was him and
Rough
a lot
Riders
of
and all
others.
them.
Yeah, they. I mean, the Eve came out and it was like I'm like, oh wow. I left there and went and bought a DMX CD. I'm like, hey.
And like you like DMX now.
I love them.
Yeah,
I do. I mean, so that's why I don't knock the musicians and the rappers for what they do, because if we didn't buy it, then they wouldn't make it, because they wouldn't make money off of it. So that's their livelihood. So I would never knock them. I've met some of them now, so I absolutely would knock them. However, I do feel it's up to the public, because we are the one that's purchasing their music. If we want them to make different types of music, then we're going to have to say, hey, we want something different. And I do have some, with Real Connectors Inc., I do have some artists that has different type of music that I'm trying to get to the right person's
And
hand.
that's what I was really going to start. I was going to say, okay, you're CEO of the Real Connectors Inc., but what exactly is that?
It is... through my mourning mothers, and even before mourning mothers, I met a lot of people, and they kind of helped me. They're willing to, of course, it's a opportunity for them to not only help someone but help themselves. So I like the connection to the plug. I know some plugs, so I'm like, okay.
So you're the middle woman.
I am right now, but I'm growing.
For music artists.
Music artists, actually television artists. I know some television artists that most entertainers are multi-talented, so they don't just put themselves in one box. That's why they're surviving through this corona issue that we're having.
Yeah, and you're not lying about that, because I just watched DC Young Fly video. You know what I'm saying?
He done. I mean, went from comedy and just switched it up real quick.
Acting, doing some acting.
Yeah. Lil Duval, he's another one. He just made hits without even trying. He was just making hits. That's natural. So I know some that are naturally talented, but we live in, like I said, a small town. So I try to get them connected to someone that can, teach them what they have to do. And if we want children or youth to put the gun down, we have to give them something to put in their hand. Yeah. Because a lot of them, they're not just out here doing this for fun, or they don't want to.
I see a lot of so-called street guys that's getting into comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're naturally
but that's what we do in the streets, though. Like, we do that.
You're just natural. That's why you're gonna succeed, because it's natural. You don't have to study.
Right. It's crazy. There's a lot of people that and I'm not knocking anybody, but there's a lot of people that take classes to learn how to write comedy. There's a lot of people that take.
And you have to do what you have to do.
But you got some natural,
in your heart to do, and then you got to do what you have to do.
And some people just are good performers. They may not even and not getting into the comedy. Some people really can't even curate the joke well.
Right.
But if you give them a direction and give them a storyline, they'll perform it and give you that comedy through performance. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's different levels. So I'm not definitely knocking the person who writes and don't perform well.
And practice if that's what you want to do, you have to constantly practice it and do it to your best ability. But I know some that are just naturally gifted. They just don't have that plug. Yeah. So by me knowing some plugs, I kind of, fill them out, I introduce them to, whatever skill they have. I remember talking, and condolences to the comedy world on the loss of comedian Tyler Craig. Yeah, I met him personally. Yeah. And
awesome dude.
Awesome. The night that I met his wife, I also met comedian Gerald Kelly. And we talked that night. We was talking. He was a senseless gun violence advocate, and we was talking, and I was telling him about we had not formed the organization, but we were getting it going.
He's out here, right?
I do. I spoke with him, but I talked to him frequently, actually.
Good stuff.
His guns up, his microphones up, guns down. We talked about that night. I have the video, because I began to go live. So I did that live, and I have that footage of us discussing that. And now his sons and he are actually touring with that microphone up, guns down. And I want people like that to come talk to our youth, because we got to give them something to do. We can't just tell them to put the guns down and just
Just sit there and look at the wall.
No, we have to give them something. So when they have talents,
Yeah.
naturally gifted talents,
No
whether
time, no time wasted.
So we kind of, I want to get, drill to them and get them, he's willing to, come and do what he needs to do, perform, but he has to, get compensated for that.
Absolutely.
We're not the only organization, and we're not the only mothers that's lost children, but we have to be creative, and because we've never acquired a government funding at all, ever. And so we put on comedy shows. We brought my cousin, allowed me to assist him in bringing 5 Motown artists to Jackson, legends. I talk with legends, and they also have become promoters, and they're like, well, give us what you got, email it to us. I went, comedian Tommy did that last night. He gave me his email. He's like, give me what you got, send me what you got.
Oh, Tommy Davidson?
He did.
Yeah, you were there. You were there last night. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I have, when they have that raw talent and they want to get, with the corporate, they're not coming to shows, so we got to be a little creative. So I'm trying now to learn how to do a Zoom live, because I want to talk to surviving COVID-19 coronavirus, because I don't pronounce it right, and I've been, pronounce it right. Whatever it is.
I thought you said Corvette. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I went on to say.
I was like, okay.
You just put an R in it. That's all.
The Corona.
I thought you was telling us that you have a 2019 Corvette.
See
I thought you were saying
That's
Corvette
why-
19. I was like,
that's why-
shit. I need to get like you
myself.
and give me a new vehicle, because that's one of my favorite cars.
I'm working towards that. That's my next goal.
How's the little car though?
It's in the garage. It needs
little red car.
That was my car. Yeah, they did. I'm like, look at him. I didn't know how he got in there, but he did that.
Shout out to Big V.
Shout out Big V. You did that.
But
yeah.
So let me ask you this: since we're talking about comedy and things like that,
and
Corvettes.
Speak it into my existence.
Yeah. Do you like Corvettes?
I like cars that run. I'll drive with them.
I'm with you.
Let the car make it to where I need to go.
I'm with you. People always be like, what kind of car you want? I'm like, a cute one that goes.
That run. Just make it get where I need to get, and I'm in it.
You know what? I can see you in the nice, good Lexus. I'm talking about the 450. You know what I'm saying? I can see you in a good.
I see her in a BMW.
A8 Audi. Big body joint. You can put all the grandkids in the back.
Give me whatever that God has for me, and I'll roll with it.
A BMW is her. I'm on my own. I ain't got the grandkids.
The coupe or the sedan?
I like the coupe. I like convertibles. I do like convertibles.
She's sporty. She like my mama. See? Y'all see my mama come out here. Y'all got the link, okay? Y'all got a casino out in Tennessee?
We do.
Ma.
Well, it's in Mississippi, so it's right outside
How far?
Tennessee.
How
it's
far?
like, from where I live, it's like 2.5 hours. Maybe.
Listen, y'all don't understand. We getting people to travel.
But you know what? Y'all
the
get
highway.
on buses and stuff and go, and y'all take like a whole group and y'all get on a bus and
They
go down
do.
to the casino.
I personally choose to drive, because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
See
And
that?
if I want to stay longer, I want to stay longer. I'm
She
not
independent. But she married. You married,
I'm
correct?
single.
You
I'm
single? I'm
single.
sorry. I thought you married. I'm
single.
sorry.
Everybody thinks I'm married because of the way I'm like, why do you think that? But like the way you care. But I'm going to tell you what this one guy did. He walked me to my car. He was like, no, you're not single. Your car too dirty. No. A husband would not let you ride around like this. And I'm like, I told you that.
Yeah.
Baby, like, you just saying that, I'm single.
So he should have got the call. He should have got the call clean.
He did, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he was trying to get in.
See
at
that?
the time.
I'm saying.
But I move around a lot. I move around quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Johnny, give me a drop for that.
That was free game.
Oh, shit. You know what? You might not be able to hang out with my mama, because you know what I'm saying? She's going to be moving around. Hey, son, my new best friend? Yeah, I'm going to Tennessee to see my girl.
Come on, Mom. Let's do this.
Your mom is married.
Listen.
She's married.
Rules in the family.
Well, see,
my mom, listen.
that's the thing. A lot of my friends are married or have been married, so I deal with couples. I like being around couples. I would like to be a couple one day, but I've got, to do what I'm doing right now. And then, if someone
business
comes along,
first.
I've got to get myself reestablished.
Right.
Because, doing this, I kind of let some stuff go. But, I feel like I need to be more.
So let me ask you this: outside of this being the business, this is the business. This is what we're doing. outside of that, what do you like to do? Do you like to cook for the grandkids and the
I
family?
do.
Do you have any activities you like to do?
I love to cook, but traveling has always been one of my number one loves. I travel with my children. My grandmother took us traveling when we were younger, so traveling has always been in my blood. So traveling just something that I love to do. But yes, I do love to cook. I'm actually a great cook.
And you ain't bring no plate.
And you've been supposed to bring me something to eat.
Who pull up without a plate?
See, I'm out of town visiting, so I'm
saying, listen, let me tell you something. If you out of town, it ain't number 3 hours. I'll take some lukewarm.
Right before I got here.
Listen, all you gotta do is when you wrap it in your aluminum foil.
And we ain't got none.
Right?
It would be too old.
No, it ain't. That's a
And
whole
we
day.
didn't even know I was gonna be here.
That's a whole
it's not
day.
Like we planned this.
We did since last night.
My friend, she cooked for us tonight because I drive 6 hours.
I feel you. I understand it.
Friend,
but next
where
time,
you at, friend? Because we need a plate too.
I need one of them aluminum foil plates. But this is how you do to keep it right. Just keep it warm or whatever. Just put it in the back and let the sun kind of, what I'm saying.
No, it'll spoil.
Back window?
No, you put it in a see. Now I know how to travel and eat as well.
Okay, see, I don't know how to do that.
You wrap it up. You put it in a cooler. You pack it with ice. And then when you know where you're going, you put it in.
I was testing you. See, I was testing to see if you really know how to do it.
Hey.
You coming up short. Next time you come and see us,
I will do that.
Okay.
Or while I'm here, you have your own place. Hey, invite me over by it. I'll cook it. Seafood, anything from seafood boil to soul food, I'm in there.
I'm a fan of macaroni. I love baked macaroni.
I love it baked. I can do that.
I love baked macaroni.
I can do that.
With some cornbread.
How long are you here for?
Some fish and shrimp.
We're leaving tomorrow.
Damn it.
When you coming back?
I didn't expect to be here now. I didn't. I'm dealing with an illness that I really don't mention, but
a good quality kitchen at your house?
I do.
With good quality pots and pans?
I do. What time are you leaving tomorrow?
I'm leaving tomorrow night, but we have plans.
Okay. We can't infringe on the plans, Johnny.
When I come back, I have your number. I'll call you. Like when I know, I'll let you know. Hey, I'm finna hit. I'll hit you up.
Absolutely, you do.
I'll let you know when I'm coming.
You do.
Don't just make a plate for him though.
Oh, we got to.
No, she ain't making a plate. She cooking.
Cook a full meal. We gonna invite you over, and you can come over.
You know what? You know what? If it's gonna be like that, I might do something like that. You might hook something up, have a nice little lit dinner.
Yeah.
And just have a few close people over and just
family and friends here. We can invite. We can still do our social distancing and all of that. Yeah, we can be good.
Let me ask you this: Do you have a drink of choice? Or you don't drink?
I'm not a big drinker.
You're not a big drinker?
I don't have a drink of choice.
Okay, cool. Some of us like to sip.
Okay, I got another question.
No.
Pepsi or Coca-Cola?
I don't drink. I'm not a big soda drinker. I was in an athletic home.
Water or ice water?
Room temperature or cold?
Cold. Cold. I do drink at room temperature sometimes though. Just if I'm thirsty and that's all.
Do you make good Kool-Aid?
I don't make Kool-Aid.
She's an athletic home.
Oh yeah.
We didn't.
They drinking sodas and sugary stuff.
No, we drink
like her
Body Armor,
listen,
Gatorade, Powerade.
Like her son told me one time, right? I was cutting his hair, right? Her oldest son, and I was like, "Hey man, as a kid, I was like, I got some candy. If y'all want some candy." He looked at me like disgusted, like, "The fuck?" He's like, "Bro, I'm an athlete." It's like, okay.
They don't do that.
Like, okay, all right. He was like, "Bro, I'm an athlete. I don't do sugar." Like I was disrespectful to him to even offer sugar to him. I was like, whoa.
And I used to love Kool-Aid. I never even thought about the fact that I don't.
We don't make Kool-Aid in my house either.
I don't either, but let me tell you something. If it's there, I'm drinking it.
My mom be like appalled. She be like, "What do you mean you don't have Kool-Aid?"
I don't drink Kool-Aid. I don't make it at the crib. There's a lot of stuff. I don't keep snacks and.
If you don't keep it, then you won't.
I won't consume it because listen. This body, this sexy body, this big, just right here. It get out of whack fast. You get it?
Out of whack right now.
I'm just saying. We ain't gonna get into that. That's next time.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Oh, absolutely. Next time.
We really, really, really appreciate you for coming.
I thank you for coming as well. We're gonna have to do it again because I see a lot of people that came on my live that I wanted to throw a shout out to that I didn't get a chance to do it. But I want to give a shout out to all the mothers that's on the live. you know, we keep each other prayed up. I'm constantly praying, and I just want to let you all know that I love you all, and that, you know, what I'm doing is for us. It's not just for me and my son. It's for you and Tammy, your son, Deborah, your daughter, even, you know. And a lot of some of our mothers, not her, she's not one of our organization members. She's one of my family members. But she lost her daughter right before I lost my son through natural cause death. So we have some of those as well, natural cause mothers that, you know. And a lot of people are like, well, we didn't lose them tragic, but still they're without a child as well. So being without your child for whatever reason is hard, you know. So I just want to, you know, shout out and give my love to them. And I would also like to give a shout out to Bobby G.T. Bruce. He has his own production company, and he took it upon himself. He hasn't lost a child, but he took it upon himself to come and talk to us mothers. And, you know, he did documentaries of the mothers and did other things for the mothers and for our losses. And he's been holding different events, and he's having one on the 29th. So I still want people to come out and try to support, you know, people that are trying, not just the mourning mothers or, you know, any particular organization. Just support whomever is out there trying to make a positive difference and giving other choices to gun violence. You said, Dez, you said you were a part of Dez.
Let me tell you, so let's let you know let you know she like your Titi, because they just gonna give you your name or break your shit in half. You got too many siblings.
Hey, come on.
Whatever come out.
Dez Jones, okay, whatever. But anyway, you said because a lot of people said, well, you're just a product of where you grew up. So you said you kind of grew up in like that violent environment. How did you not become one of the ones that committed the violence?
I think for me,
from doing that,
I had a solid first starting off. My foundation in my household was pretty solid. You know, I had a stepdad that was there since 1984. I was born in since 85. So I was about 10, 11 months old. Him and my mom got together. So I had a good foundation. I had a guy that, you know, was pretty much the law. So I understood boundaries, I understood limitations, I understood my place, so to speak, you know. I knew that once I leave this house, I have to still keep up this pattern and conduct myself in a way, you know, because respect meant a lot. But also respect for your own name meant a lot, so you had to move a certain way. You couldn't be a pushover because you could be hurt by being that person, but you also couldn't be a bully, and then you couldn't be wild and be stupid and be too loose. Because in any aspect of that, you can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's dancing through all of that in character. So
it goes back to parenting.
It goes back to parenting. It goes back to a solid foundation.
And shout out to you too, my rock. I wasn't going to leave you out, but there's so many on here. I didn't want to start calling out names, but thank all of you for joining this live.
And village. I was also raised by a village. You know what I'm saying? So that had a lot to do with it.
That's a lot to do. That's the thing. The parenting and the villages.
But even with that, you had a village for your children, and you happened to lose one. My grandmother had 5 and lost 1. My other grandmother had 4 and lost 1.
But that was because the other end didn't have that village, you know, there maybe. I don't know.
Possibly. You see what I'm saying? Possibly.
I don't know. They just became victims.
And then we're not going to, and we just talking death, right? We're not going to talk about my uncles and people in our family who have had, you know, addictions. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's a whole nother situation. You know what I'm saying? Page turn. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So, you know, it's just, we deal with a lot, you know, and that's why when somebody like you I meet out and I see what you have going on, I just want to be a part of it. I want to learn whatever I can learn and how it can help me grow, because I had people that's a part of my family I never had an opportunity to meet. And just like your son has a nephew that,
he has several family members now
that he has an opportunity to meet.
His nephew has a son, you know, that looks just like his nephew that he would just absolutely adore. You know, he did meet his niece, a little baby, and she's 8 years old. Her mama still calls her little baby. So he still has a place in our lives. You know,
that's awesome.
He still has.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are you calling her a baby? Older she is. And she was like, that's what he called her. So that's her nickname, Little Baby. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, can she be a little big baby, a big little baby?
No, she gotta be Little Baby.
She gonna be Little Baby, and that's her.
The baby is like 20-some years old, and we still call him the baby, so she gonna be Little Baby.
Yeah, that's just what it is. But that's good that he was, you know, he left a mark in everybody's heart and everybody's mind, in the family.
We definitely send prayers to you.
Thank you.
It's never easy, no matter if it's been 1 year or 112 years. And like you said, a loss of any person that came out of you that is attached to your spirit and your soul has to be hard, and it's gonna be hard until it's not hard no more, and that could be until you made it to your afterlife. You wake up every day and you just have to live. You know, it's days you don't want to do it. I don't care how long. I've talked to mothers whose child has been gone 20 years, 30 years. They still feel that every moment
it never goes away because it stopped the day they left, and it wasn't. You know, if it was especially due to senseless gun violence, you wasn't ready. Right. If it was illness, you kind of have a chance to you
wrap your mind around
yourself. You know, if they're suffering, you know, you don't want them to be suffering and that type of thing. But when they're snatched like the rug out from under you and you fall, you know, you don't just really when you get up, you never regain your full mobility. You know, you just kind of.
You always feel groggy, right?
You always, you know, for me, you know, and for the mothers that I've spoken with, you know, it's just.
And I asked my mother that from, you know, like I asked my uncle about my Uncle Terrence, and he was like, man, he had good hair, and, you know, he had the ladies, and, you know, he was real funny, and him and my Uncle Adrian was like the funniest. And now the demons that start kicking in because they never really left that environment, it haunts them, you know what I'm saying? They have addictions and things of that nature, you know. I asked my mother about her uncle, you know, her older brother Wayne. You know, and it's like, man, he was handsome, you know, and that's what she remembers. She don't get a chance to see the kids he could have possibly had or things of that nature. So, you know, it's tough on the family, and it never really gets easier, but you just learn how to kind of deal with the new norm.
So anybody out there, if you have lost a sibling, a brother, a son, make sure y'all reach out to the Morning Mothers. Get with Miss Faye, follow her social media that we've put on our social media platform, connect with her, talk with her. I'm sure she has some great stories that she can connect with you or bond with you with. Again, we appreciate you for coming in and telling your story, because I know there's people out there who probably have a similar story and they just kind of don't know, or they may feel that they're alone. So it's nice to know that someone else can understand what we're going through.
Thank you.
We're going to play the next song of the night, and it is called Frenemy by Love Dede.
I think I heard that one. We lit!
Why I was just out and I just followed your baby, your man, and your girl, your best friend.
What? Gee, you lying.
No, you know, I don't play about them type of things. What you want to do?
Call the girls, call the gas.
Say no more.
Black Ops.
10-4.
Bitches be talking about go best friend. I don't need no best friend, especially not a hoe best friend. Fuck you talking about?
Chicago, nigga.
Supposed to be my best friend, but you a friend of me. Snake in the grass turned out to be my enemy. Thought we was close to this, some bitches that was kidding of me. But fuck you and that nigga don't deserve my energy. Supposed to be my best friend, but you a friend of me. Snake in the grass turned out to be my enemy. Thought we was close to this, some bitches that was kidding of me. But fuck you and that nigga don't deserve my energy. The fact that you chose her is no coincidence. What the fuck you think that did to my confidence? They tell me be the bigger person, but I'm only 5 feet. Bitches gon' get knocked off, they keep on thinking shit is sweet. Of all the bitches in the world, you chose to fuck around with her. You risk you in her life, so when I'm shooting, duck around with her. Cause I ain't trying to be nice, no, not no more. All I wanna see is snake ass bodies dropping on the floor. Y'all smiling in my face doing gatherings. All the years that we put in, it wasn't mattering. And I always had a feeling that something just wasn't right. But I knew what's done in the dark would always come to light. And they say don't fight the bitch, cause your nigga took that oath. But I ain't tryna hear that shit, so bitch, I'm fighting both. You see, this whole situation left my heart with a fucking hole. What I learned from this, never trust a fucking soul. Supposed to be my best friend, but you a friend of me. Snake in the grass turned out to be my enemy. Thought we was closer than some bitches that was kidding of me. But fuck you and that nigga don't deserve my energy. Supposed to be my best friend, but you a friend of me. Snake in the grass turned out to be my enemy. Thought we was closer than some bitches that was kidding of me. But fuck you and that nigga don't deserve my energy. You see, I'm mad at you, but I knew you wasn't shit. But my best friend, nigga, I thought she was legit. Should've thought with your heart and not with your dick. Of all the sluts in the hood, that's the hoe you had to pick. Y'all kept this little secret so crucially. After all I done, this is what y'all do to me. Now it's time to move on, go release and let go. I ain't putting shit back together like a set of Legos. Wanna ask, why me? But better yet, why her? You knew she was a slut, that's why you had to try her. Can't believe shit you say, cause you a motherfucking liar. But I'm a bag of boss nigga, how you heat it like a dryer. Only reason you ain't touch is cause I still got love. Could've had y'all washed up like some motherfucking dub. And our other friends that knew about it, fuck y'all too. Cause y'all was cheesing in my face like shit was all cool. I been trying to be cool, ain't had a good fight in a minute. So any one of y'all fake ass bras can get it. I'm tired of being emotional and wasting all these tears. I'm ready to do damage, let my lawyer fight them years. But y'all made me stronger, and for that I gotta thank you. I'ma let the universe deal with you, cause karma is a gangster. So when you ready to quit hiding, we could cut to the chase. Can't tell me shit about the nigga, except has nut taste. Can't wait for you to run up, so you could get your ass carried. You still a slut ass bitch, fucking with a nigga that's married. Slut bitch.
Bitch.
Supposed to be my best friend, but you a friend of me. Snake in the grass turned out to be my enemy. Thought we was closer than some bitches that was kidding of me. But fuck you and that nigga don't deserve my energy. Supposed to be my best friend, but you a friend of me. Snake in the grass turned out to be my enemy. Thought we was closer than some bitches that was
Back. Oh yeah, baby. I like how I came in that thing with that little mild echo. Yeah, that was lit though. That was lit. You know, we had Faye. Miss Faye came in, Auntie Titi, you know, came in and rocked with us. Hey, Des.
Hey, Des. I think that is so cute. Hey, Des.
Yeah, we ain't wait till you leave. We on your ass, Titi, because
like,
you ain't bring no food for us, Titi.
When I talk about people, I like them to hear me talk about it.
Yeah.
So they don't be like, oh, somebody said. No, I was there. I heard what she said.
Yeah, you heard this.
I heard what she said about it.
Well, thank you all for having me. I appreciate it. I look forward to the next time, and maybe.
Thank you so much. And go and take a look at you know, the stream live. My mom's on there. Y'all link up and y'all talk a little bit. She's in your age bracket. Y'all can talk and, you know, over some wine.
Is she still watching?
Well, no,
She
the
probably
TV.
off by now.
She probably gotta go to sleep.
Okay, well, tell
Yeah.
your mom I said hi, and I look forward to being there.
Will do. Take care.
All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do. It is time for us to take a little moment, a little stroll down the thoughts that roll through Duke's mind. So, Duke, it is time for Duke's Monday Night Thoughts. What you think about?
All right. I'm gonna just speak on this because we right there in the thick of it in the conversation. The village. The village is important, you know, and you gotta understand who you are in the village. You know, if you're the matriarch of the family, if you're the leader of the family, you gotta hold that position down. And you sometimes in our families we don't have that one person. You know, I look at some people that I meet, good quality people, then when you get to meet their family, you like that person is the light in that family. You ever met that person?
Yes.
Where you look at their family like, damn.
For my dad's side, that was my grandmother. She was the light. She was the person that kept us all together. She was the reason that the cousins actually linked up and came.
Right.
She was the place. So when she passed, it definitely broke the family. And right now, we don't really chill like that.
And that's what we're dealing with in my family on my mom's side and everything. We the light is not there. My grandmother is not there, and you know it's that foundation is cracked, severely cracked, and you know we're like my mom and my stepdad and my auntie and things like that. They're the elders, but they don't know how to fix it. You know, so you know, and you're talking about the traditional black family where we probably need counseling.
But I always tell myself
way overdue for counseling.
I always tell myself I want to be the big mama. Like I know that, you know, when I find my husband, I'm going to be the house. Like, hey, everybody come over for Thanksgiving, come over for Christmas, come over for this occasion. Like,
Right.
I'm going to be that house for my family and even my friends, because I have a lot of friends that don't really have their family available to them, because I've gone over a lot of houses where, you know, it's like me and my mom, we may pull up at one of her friends' house that just do a big dinner for whichever reason.
And that's how the
that's the house I
Friendsgiving
wanna be.
and stuff like that come about, right?
Yes, and I'm doing a Friendsgiving this year. It's gonna be epic, but I just want to
I will be there.
I just want to be that type of person. I want to be the grandma that is giving wisdom to the grandkids, and you know what I'm saying, the old people come over, like, you know, my old friends come over and we talk and we have those moments. Like, I want to be that type of grandma where I'm cooking dinner and Sunday dinner. Everybody know, oh, where we going over mama's house to eat Sunday dinner. Like, that's something we do on a regular. Like, I want to do that, and I used to do that. But my kids, you know, got busy in sports, and so now I'm trying to maneuver my way back to Sunday dinner, and trying to open them up to like having like a movie night. Like, they pick a one day, whichever day they pick, and then each week, each child picks a different movie that we watch.
That's
and I
awesome.
feel like I just want to before they leave my house, I want to just have a couple of memory moments that we can kind of sit in and come back to from time to time.
Yeah. I asked my daughter because she has her
traditions.
Yeah, traditions are awesome. You know, traditions are awesome. And you know, since you're talking about this, you know, the parenting moment with your children or with your child, I asked my daughter. I said, hey, you have your YouTube. You know, we're trying to get your YouTube channel. We have her Instagram. So go follow her. You know, have your kids follow her. You know, Braylon's World.
Before you say that, your mama said she is still on. Okay, she is still here watching.
Oh, you still watching? I thought you went got your little nap, ma. I'm sorry.
She watching.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Appreciate you checking in. But listen, you know, and I asked her, you know, when she come by Daddy, you know, it's like, hey, can we do some cooking videos? And she was like, yeah, let's bake cookies. You know, I said, well, you know, you want something to eat? She was like, yeah, cheeseburger. I was like, so we're gonna make some burgers, right? Some little sliders, you know. And I said, well, let's do, because she does yoga. I said, let's do yoga together. She's like, Dad, that's weird. I don't know.
You can't do yoga with Daddy.
Right. She was like, Dad. I was like, well, I've done yoga for like a year and a half. I know how to do yoga. And she was like, no, Daddy. I want to do yoga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could get in the kitchen. What she's saying is your strong suit is in the kitchen, Father. Okay? You know, so I don't see you stretching and all, no. But, you know, I just try to, you know, create memories and do things with her, be interactive and some of the things that she likes. You know, she likes to do the makeup and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, you know, you can play in Daddy hair, but Daddy ain't putting makeup on. You know, so, you know, shout out to the village. You know, the village is important. I had a village growing up. I learned a lot. You know, we mentioned that earlier when Miss Faye was here. You know, and just having the quality people around you, just to kind of reiterate what you're getting at the house. You know, a lot of things that my dad would tell me, my uncle would kind of just amen it, but he did it in a way where it was cool. You know, it was more to my language, what made me believe in my dad a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't doubt him. Like I see our kids today, a lot of times they kind of doubt their parents and stuff. Like I knew, I guess because the community was small, and then you'll meet people that grew up with your dad and they tell you about who he was. So, like, Dad, he was who he said he was. Because a lot of people are saying this, unless he's paying these people to say this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
He go a little too so I go and tell my son I was a good person.
Right. You know, but having my dad, my stepdad, having my real pops, you know, and my real pops being the youngest of 5 boys, and they all being solid men, and just having village around me. I have cousins and my older brother, you know, older cousin, my older stepsisters and whatnot, and then me being the older brother, you know, to my little brother. Shout out to Trey, my little sister Tasha, you know, and just always, but not even being in the house with them, and just keeping that relationship. You got to work a little harder if you're not in the house with your siblings. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the rifts. It's crazy because we have a very good relationship, but I've always was transparent with her, even with her first boyfriend and things like that. You know, it was my job because my dad didn't speak her language. So he couldn't really communicate what the message. Like, we're dealing with boys now. I speak the language. We 12 years apart. You see what I'm saying? So she, you know, it's like I got right to the meat and potatoes of what she needed to understand with dealing with boys for the first time intimately. You know what I'm saying? When she went to that point, not just we hanging out like we on some different shit now. So my dad just he couldn't convey the message over. So it was on me to say, hey, you know, big brother, you know, just step in and do that part. So, you know, my auntie stepped in and reiterated things that my mother would say that I just couldn't connect. So, you know, I'm appreciative of the village. The village is important, you know, and I think that we need to allow good quality people in our community that may not be family. You know, it may be your mechanic, it may be your barber, you know, it may be the guy that cuts your grass or whatnot. You know, you can learn some things even from a loser. So, you know.
I absolutely agree. The village is important. So, you know, make sure y'all tap into the people around you. You know, sometimes we get so caught up in our individual that we forget there are people out there willing and they want to help us. Some of them are friends, some of them are family. Some of them are just people that you just met, or some of the people that have organizations like Ms. Faye that really can connect and understand where you're going from. So make sure y'all tap in to some other people and be an influence in other people's lives, because you never know how much it really helps a person. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Ms. Faye for coming in and hitting us with some really interesting information and letting us know about her son and the mourning mothers and the connection she is out here making and building it for the community and the youth. I absolutely love something like that. And just remember, always stay living in today's time, because
we lit.
Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. Yeah, hey, yeah, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. And like it ain't lit. L.I.T.T. L.I.T.T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. And like it ain't lit. L.I.T.T. L.I.T.T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, we 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 lit. It's lit. Cut the radio up. Grab the phone when the live on. This the latest station in the nation. Get your mind blown. Monday from 9/11, causing hectic 9/11. You ain't heard about from word of mouth. Come and let me tell you. Got Tony on the mic, the celebrity of ATL, and we got Duke plus my dog Omar as well. It's a lituation every time you cut the station on. It's the Lit Network here, but we taking off.